Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of chess. Here today, I actually don't know how many games I'll be playing. I don't really know. I haven't decided, which is great because it means potentially it could be one, two, three, however many. It doesn't really matter to me. We're gonna have a good time. We might lose our first game, or we might just. We shall see. And if we do, we will evaluate it. We will see what's up. How do we fix it? And how do we try and keep moving on, keep learning? So welcome back, guys. We are currently rated at 1418, 1400 or just above. And we're going to try and move on into, well, I don't know, 38 points if we get the win here. 38 points. Okay, we're going to start. That's an interesting one. I'm not sure. I'm just going to go with the, oh, look at that, the Agincourt defense. Is that because this is the French defense and that's the English opening? Because that's funny as heck. If that, I mean, I imagine that's what it is. Okay, so I imagine that's coming. So I'm gonna do this and just tuck away if need be. It's not. There we go. That's fine. Okay, let's get the knight out. This knight will also come out in a minute. There we go. That's fine. I'm actually not. Do I want to lock myself? You know what? I will. I'll bring myself back there. If that comes forward, then we come forward anyway. I'm just going to take the opportunity to get the knight out. And then castle. Okay. Now. So what I think I've done already, which is making an error, is I think I've played a bit slowly. Interesting. Okay. That's really interesting. What do I mean by that? I did not expect that. I expected that. I think that's what I thought was coming. I don't really like that, but I want to move this across. Okay, that's going after this. That's fine. I'm actually going to go back. I don't think I like that move anyway. Okay, he's going to make me open up my king, which I don't particularly like either. Okay, just going to cover that off, and then this is going across. I know that knight was defending here, but now the queen is attacking anyway. And I've undoubled my pawns, which isn't so bad. No, don't do that. Whoa, don't do that. Okay, attack that instead. Yep. You gotta go back. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this pawn here for now to try and block off anything coming this way. Um, Person's playing very, very fast. Really fast, in fact. It's kind of rushing me, but I think I got myself into this position. It's my fault. So if that's there, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I'm down a pawn, which, you know, on its own, not so dramatic, but wow. Wow. Okay, I'm going to offer. Okay. Oh, we gained a sub. Where's it going to go? Where's the king going to... Oh, okay. I had one great move. I'm going to assume it was a king move. Um, there was... Oh, that's where I'm winning, and now it's a draw. So I'm guessing if I go here and then there? No, that's still a draw. So, okay, look, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, fine. I reckon I was losing by a significant amount relatively quickly. Let's check. Let's check. We're at 712. Thank you very much, whomever subscribed while I'm recording, because it's always very, very nice when someone subscribes while I am recording. It's awesome. I get to see the number go up. However, well, obviously, I didn't see it because I was focused in on the game, but we got the win, so maybe it was a good luck charm. Now, let me quickly, and I do mean quickly, update the stats. Where is it? There it is. So that's 9 games played. That's another win. I don't think we really deserved it. And now if I open the calendar, it's 88.8. Well, 88.888888, I believe. So I'm going to put it as a rounded up 88.9. Lovely. Okay. Now, back to the game. There we go. Okay, we're losing this entire time. Now we're actually down a pawn according to the computer. We're not, it's just, we're down 1. We're not actually down a pawn. Our position is just pretty shoddy. And it still is this entire time. Now we're down 2. We're still down 2. And now it's even. That evened it up because it allowed me to get my pawn structure back the way I wanted it. But then I threw it away again. So this whole time, I'm actually not down a pawn. But the computer is like, your position is pants. What are you doing? We've recovered it a little bit. Nope, lost it again. Now we threw it out the window. We are 3.7, 4.3, 4.5, 4.6. Just consistently making little errors until then because it gave me the pawn. And now it's just a draw. And yeah, so we to be honest with you, we're playing the black pieces again. Okay, against Razzle. Right, so I'm going to play, hopefully, a little bit more solid by just rushing with the modern defense. Takes. And castle. Get out of my face. Okay. I still don't like what I've done. But the reason I played such a way is because I wanted to play faster. We've still got a lot of pieces on their starting squares. Let's try and get rid of this. Brilliant. Now, okay, thank you. Now that, I think, was my opponent pre-moving, maybe, thinking that I was going to take with the rook when that's not what I was going to do. So yeah, I think that was maybe an error. Now that's defending that. Oh, sorry. Now that's defending that, which is defending that. Now I can block that off. And these are now just locked in. You know, they are the weeping angels at the end of Blink. And now you've just given me a rook. So that one was a little bit faster. I'm not gonna lie, that one was a bit needless. Yeah. 1489. Let's update the stats. That was a weird one. Yeah, that was a bit of a weird one. We've now played 8. Sorry, played 8. Played 10, won 9. And that is one that I don't need a calculator for. We have a 90.0 record. 100% if you want to count, you know, undefeated. Not bad. Let's quickly evaluate everything up until that point anyway, because there weren't a lot of moves total. We played really fast. No, it's not. Yeah, evaluation. There we go. Sorry, I was like, why is it not giving me the... So we went really quickly into a game here. I gave up the bishop. I don't think I needed to do that, I'll be honest. But we castled. We're again technically down. We're technically losing. We're too slow. And then, yeah. So even at that point, we were kind of down. But like the idea being, of course, is that not a lot. It's 0.5 after they've played a move. And then it's 1. And then they just give up a knight. So yeah. Okay, now, if we win this game with the white pieces, we will break 1500, which would be very nice to do in not a lot of time, I'll be honest. We're playing Sicilian. Okay, let's get the knight out. And again, let's ask questions. Okay, you're doubling your pawns. Not in the middle. What? Opening up the queen. Interesting. I'm going to castle. Okay, again, very interesting. Let's get the knight out. Okay, go away. I don't like that. So I'm going to do that, and it's risky, and I don't like it, but I'm going to do it. This is for 1500. This is for all the beans. There's all these beans. And I'm looking for them. Okay, well, if my... Interesting. If my motto is I'd simply want to ask questions, that clearly did, because they took a little bit of time on that one. I'm going to keep my bishop, because I've got a lot of pawns on white squares. I'm going to keep my bishop. let's attack here. Now, I imagine that's the move. But the purpose of that move wasn't actually to kind of attack there. It was more about trying to see if I can get this bit. Ah, I understand. Because you can take, and I can't take back. So I'm going to do... What am I going to do? Okay, well, so that's what you're planning. You're planning this. So if I do that, it gets rid of that. But then your knight moves back. Do you want to move back there? I don't think you do. I think you're going to block your own attack. Unless, I mean, they might surprise me. But I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. And this is this is like the first two games. The first game, I got myself into trouble. Ah, there you go. That's, I mean, that's a fair move. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I'm just gonna dump it, and then here, and then here. So you either go back. What? I think that's a misclick. I'm gonna send a message. Let's be honest. Let's be nice. Was that a misclick? And I'm gonna give them a little bit of time to reply. I was about to set a timer on my phone, like I don't have a time. Oh, 7:13. Lovely. Like I don't have a timer here. I'm gonna give them till 6 minutes. Until my timer goes down to 6 minutes. And we'll see. Because what's the point of winning? Like, what's the point of winning if you didn't earn it? Like, I decided to sack the knight for the pawn and see what it did to the position. Um, but yeah, ultimately winning off a misclick is kind of gross. But if they do not reply to the message, all it says is, "Was that a misclick?" You can't actually see it because it's just down where the mouse cursor is. It's just down here. And there's no, I can't show you. Well, I mean, I can, but I don't want to move the display. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to do this then, and we're going to play. Because now this is in trouble. But then it's not really, is it? Because you've still got the move you wanted to make. And my knight's, like, locked in. Yeah. Let's go with you. Because we've got this. And then now a check. And um just takes. I still haven't got a reply, by the way, down below. So it feels like a misclick. It feels like they wanted to take with the king, in order to keep this idea of the bishop attacking with the rook, the pawn pinned. I can't take the bishop with the rook there because of my queen and yada yada. But they didn't reply, and now they've gone back because they don't want to lose the. I mean, I don't blame them. I need to get my queen off the back here. What do I freaking do? I do not have a lot of good options here. I don't know. What do I do? I'm losing the knight anyway. Let's just get the queen out of the way. The knight's gone. You're not saving it. You're not saving it. It's gone. I'm 6 points of material up, but was it a misclick? I don't know. I realize when I lean forward, I get super close to the camera. Stay back. Stay calm. Are you not just gonna... I would have thought that that knight was waiting to be munched. I guess you don't have to take it now, but at some point, if I get across there, you're gonna be like annoyed that I defend it. So like, you don't have to take it now. Yeah, it's trapped. It's absolutely trapped. I can't help but feel like I'm still misplaying this position, even though I've been gifted. Um, well, look, actually, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a misclick, but I think it was. Okay, I finally got like I've got checks now, which is good. But then as soon as I check, that knight disappears. Um, I don't know how this is going. I've been saying I'm up 6. I'm not up 6, am I? I'm up 3. That knight is gone. I need to remember that. I'm only up 3. That knight is gone. So I think that's where I've got to go. That's where my rook goes. Okay. Some kind of attack on the rook goes, so I come out there. Of which they potentially go back here. And then I just come forward? No, I don't. No, I guess I could. I don't know. Okay, the clock is almost evens again. So I've made up a bit of time, but it's still pretty... I mean, I'm learning. That's I am learning, but this is hurting my brain because of the time maybe. Um okay, so nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, what about that? To which there? To which there? Maybe? Yeah, okay, so into there. Now maybe that. And you just have solidified these pawns out here. I don't really have to worry about them for a while. My queen being here is also quite useful because it's, it's stopping any form of check. So just there. And that check is still like covered. That's still there. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Because back here, you cover it off. But I guess I can escape, can't I? Yeah. I can still escape. Because you can't just take the rook, obviously. I'm still defending it. The idea being is if I do that, you do that. And now you're attacking that and that. By jumping all the way back, I defend the rook. Even if you do bring the pawn forward, which you're probably thinking about, I'm not going for it. As in, my bishop isn't in trouble, but it's only a minute 20. Oh my goodness, I've got to play faster. So if that comes forward, fine. The rook comes back. Okay, block. Block again? No, bring you... yeah, block again. Okay, now you must trade. You've taken the pawn. That's all well and good, but now you're done messing around with the queen. You've only got 40 seconds. This is a weird game. This is a weird game. I asked if it was misclick. We didn't hear back. It is what it is. Okay. So where are the weaknesses? You've got a trade here, but it's actually not a trade because of the covering. So they've got to move the knight. It's exactly what they were doing to my queen earlier, but now it's on a king, and of course, it won't even let you. I could have given up the queen if I wanted to. I didn't want to do that. I'm going to throw this. And then just block. Okay, cool. And now I can start marching. Okay, now over here, that's a threat. Okay, takes. And winner on time. Okay, that one doesn't feel great. Yeah, there was a mistake in there. I'm not surprised. How were we going? Let's just evaluate. That'll be the last game, I think. Maybe 37 minutes. Yeah, that'll be the last game. We did get a win, which is nice. But it was on time. So... doesn't... Well, I mean, okay, look. It still counts. But... it doesn't feel like a proper win. 90.9. Okay. Oh, 90.9. Boom. And we're up to 713 on the sub count. Whoop, whoop. Nicely done. And we are 1500. Wow, breaking 1500. This is a mountain. I think it was a misclick, I'll be honest. So how were we looking after, let's say, 5 moves each? Yep, I'm in the positive. Barely. Barely. Now I'm in the negative. No, okay, now it's just even. That wasn't a good move. I guess I could have taken the pawn there, but I was still worried about other plans. I'm 3.5 down by throwing that away, and then I'm 3.8 up because of the rook. So it's a game where the evaluation makes no sense, really. But they are 3.8, and this whole time, I'm just about keeping it where it is. 3.9, 4.1, 3.8. 5.1, so we were doing everything right once we were given the opportunity. They took the pawn. This was all correct. Go for that. Block them off. Move across. And time. So that is that. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode of chess. I promise you I am trying to learn. I actually do go back and look at the games afterwards and try and see what I missed. But the difficulty is that I think I do need to genuinely pick a line or, like a game, I suppose, and really try and do the research, do the reading, figure out the lines, memorize the lines. And I think the most likely one for me would be the Ruy Lopez, just because I like the idea of constantly asking questions. It's not in like an aggressive way where you're like constantly trying to attack everything, but more in a way of just like almost dictating the position in that way of like, okay, here's another question. What are you going to do? Here's another question. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And just keep asking that, and that's I think a good way of playing, to be honest with you. for example, what I think would have happened in this game is that I would have lost the knight because I've purposefully gone for that, and I think everything probably would have locked up. Like, I would have tried to just lock up the position as much as I could and used my queen as much as I could, but that's a bit of a shoulda, woulda, coulda, because that's not what happened. And we get the win, we move past 1500, and we just keep going. So, thank you for watching. I shall catch you, of course, next time.